Hello. Hi, everyone. Well, what a morning to wake up to this. I have to say I wasn't expecting this. And it happens at quite an illiquid time, which always makes it pretty difficult. But let's see where we are. Not just with the 200-day, which is going to be important, but in terms of projections and whether, this means that the bottom is in and we're still, or whether we're still in a downtrend. Clearly, we have to now come back and retest this 200-day moving average and find support if we are going to keep going higher or squeak a little bit higher. I have to say at the moment, without a daily close, and then not just a daily close, but a pullback and a back test of this 200 moving average, that I'm not convinced of the downtrend is over. It did though, there are reasons to think that it might be. It got back above my 786 fib level, which for me is always a really, really positive sign. So everybody who's looking at this and going, oh, I missed out, I'm never going to get in, what's going to happen? We will be able to see on the pullbacks. And pretty much everything rallied with it. If you're looking at a chart, and there's so many of them out there, let me find any page. If you're looking at any chart and you think, or even Dash coin, here, Dash, if you're looking at a chart of whatever alt you were in against Bitcoin, it probably looks like it's had a really ugly shakeout. I would urge you, honestly, look at everything against the US dollar because a lot of crypto got lifted up. Everything got lifted up together. So this one, in, for example, Dash coin that we've been in, we reversed at the 618 and we've come back to the 382, which really should be kind of into our buy zone now. Okay, and if we take a look at Dash against the dollar, so it's important, I'm just saying it's important to look at both, because if we look at Dash against the dollar today, you can see that we've pulled back to the 200 moving average, all the way back, retested it, found support, and now we look like we're rallying higher from here. So everything looks good in the world of Dash, and that is a good retest, if you like, of the 200-day moving average. So something like that in Bitcoin would be really positive. So, and the other thing that we should say is, if I'm going to take these fib projections off, we've stopped at this 1.618. That's useful because the 1272, the fib level that we blew through, 44.85, could be support, okay, on a bigger pullback after the close. So I'm going to take that away for now, and I'm just going to hide these fibs, take them away, and let's put back on our 786 fib that we couldn't see, a little bit lower. So when we are looking for how should we get long of Bitcoin, I'm going to say that I think that this 4400 level, 4480, Bitstamp prices, we'll look at some other exchanges, should be really good support. If this is a wave 3 and we're going to do another leg higher, then that also lines up with the 382. So let's show you what I mean by that. Okay. This sequence here from this low, I should probably put it from here, but no, we'll do just this most recent swing. The 382 fib is around here, it's 4,500. So in this zone, I think that there is where we potentially find support on a pullback in Bitcoin. And if we come back underneath this fib level so that it becomes just a false break, that's where we're wrong. So back underneath 4,300 would be a little bit dire in Bitcoin, at Bitstamp, at Coinbase, at Binance. Well, Bitfinex prices are a little bit higher. Let's take a look at those if you're in Bitfinex. So we'll do the same exercise. So this is our most recent swing higher. Ideally the 382, so 45.92 would be where we find support. And I think if we come back more than 50% of this swing, so that's 44.30, that's where I would be concerned and say, you know what, this is probably a false breakout. So below 44.30 at Bitfinex prices, it's probably a false breakout. We should look to hold 50% of the open close of this. And I think I would be a little bit less bullish if we closed on back underneath this 200-day moving average. And so the 200-day moving average at the moment in Bitfinex is 47.14. So a daily close later today underneath 47.14 or 4700 at Bitfinex wouldn't be quite so positive. But Litecoin, you know, we've had this really lovely consolidation for 2 weeks in Litecoin at this 236 fib level. We've been here since the 16th of March. You know, if this is not a false breakout in Litecoin, if we hold above these highs, if we don't pull back too far, I think that Litecoin has much better potential. I would prefer, honestly, I think Litecoin's smashing it. So Litecoin has been leading the way. I really think on this pullback, because Litecoin is in an uptrend, okay? Litecoin is trading very comfortably above the 200-day moving average. All of the daily moving averages have crossed, and we've just broken this big 236 fib level from the highs. I really do think that Litecoin, on a pullback towards 60, has really good potential for another swing higher to 116, and that's the one that I would be looking at to get in on. And again, everything else that looks like it's being clobbered, if you're looking at it against Bitcoin, for example, here's ADA. ADA looks like we've got a pretty nasty shakeout here. But let's look at ADA against the dollar, which TradingView will let you do, even if you can't trade it against the dollar. Look at the day that ADA's had. So everything is looking fine against the US dollar. Stratus, okay, Stratus, I didn't get stopped out in my Stratus, so I've still got some, and I didn't get stopped into Bitcoin, which is really annoying, because you would have, if you had a position in an altcoin and you had a stop, it would put you back into Bitcoin, wouldn't it? And then you would catch the Bitcoin rally. Oh no, not that lucky. But take a look at Stratus US dollar, calculated by TradingView. Lovely push higher and testing the 200-day moving average again. If we put regular candles on, really quite close to it as well. We've had a good look above it. So you haven't lost money in Stratus today. It's been a little bit volatile, but you haven't lost money. So Stratus, here we are against the US dollar. This is a daily chart look. So we bought Stratus on the breakout yesterday because we were holding above this 236 fib against the US dollar as well, looking to get above. We're still holding above. So it's a pretty good green day.